Anyways, so we're ready to begin.
Yes.
So today's adventure is titled Muddy Boundaries.
Uh-oh.
Get ready to get the poo-poo on you. And unfortunately, there's only one person offering you guys the job this time.
Oh, and we don't like this person.
We'll get straight to it. A quiet morning at the sick bitch is disrupted by the arrival of Bosco with some news. After grabbing a drink... What?
I said, oh, Bosco.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
After grabbing a drink and placating Gregory about paying off his tab, Bosco lays out what he's got planned for your group. Alright, mates, got a real simple job lined up for us. Turns out there's a new settlement getting a foothold on the edge of the bayou called Garrett's Wharf. Of course, if you know anything about the bayou, it's that the native species there tend to be a bit hostile to our kind. You know, civilized gents such as ourselves, he says, punctuating the statement with a swig of his drink and a guttural belch before returning to his sales pitch. This was looking to be one of the many failed attempts to hold ground in the swamp, but that was until the guild got involved. Lots of attacks on fishermen in the area, so someone at the guild decided to dispatch some hunters out there. See, normally they'd put someone like those Latigo folks on the job to clear out the troublemakers, but instead it was an open contract for the lowest bidder, and boy did they get a real nobody. A small group called Jericho's Nightmare Raiders took the contract. Never heard of them, but then I don't get involved in the monster hunting business. Too high risk, too low reward for me. Anywho, this Jericho fella starts posting these around bars. With that, he pulls out a flyer out of his coat and plants it on a table. It reads, "The wilds of Malifaux threaten humanity. Aid in defending our future to help stop the threat." Going into further details about a small payout for volunteers defending the wharf and a bigger payout for anyone aiding in the hunt. Assuming you finished reading the flyer, Bosco finishes off his drink and resumes. "Now, far as I sees it, protecting the wharf is easy money for the likes of me, but then I get thinking you three can easily run the hunting racket by yourselves here, and I can give you a free ride since it's on me way. So what you say, boys? Ready to see the bayou?"
No.
Yes, you can just say no and the game ends.
Yeah, what if we do say no? Can we go on another adventure?
No, he doesn't have a way to prepare.
We could replay the last adventure.
Put it in reverse.
You guys want to replay last
In
adventure?
reverse.
Wait, it's Resident Evil? I'm trying to remember my skills here. Would I know anything about the Jericho Nightmare Raiders or the Latigo folks?
Before that,
I think that goes for all of us,
you
right?
have to choose your
Oh,
classes. Because before we make any flips. So, I'm assuming, yeah, you're going
I am going commander this time.
Wheeler's staying gunfighter, and Bolt
Uh,
is going to stay guard.
Yeah, I'll stay guard.
Yeah, I'll stay gunfighter. I'm doing it.
At this point, I would say try to max out gunfighter as quickly as possible.
Yeah,
It just fits you the best.
exactly.
Okay, and now...
Is this still... Is what you're doing right now the prologue?
Yes, we are still
Okay,
in
we're still in it,
prologue
okay.
mode. And now that we have all that settled, we can do, what did you do for the last week? Did you do an odd job? Did you train a specific skill?
Anybody?
You can answer.
When we train
It's
a
individual.
specific skill, we just get that for our next.
It will be open up for leveling up next at the end of the
That's
session.
that's what I thought. Okay. Thaddeus would have been seeking out his old connections that through guild means or otherwise through the Greywater name, and kind of yeah. Am I wrong in thinking that you said we could like form connections otherwise, or is it just try to get money or try to work skill?
It's
Okay.
among your skill for the most
Then-
part.
and look for a good skill.
Go with history.
I could. Yeah, let's go ahead with history. That is, I think, my best. Ooh, yeah, counterspelling. Yeah, unless I use magic. Yeah, history is my best skill.
I'm just trying to think how you would make money counter spell.
Removing curses from people of Malifaux, walking around and, oh, you're afflicted by strange juju. Let me do my shaman dance that was taught to me by a macabre.
It's just
I
assuming
wouldn't.
you guys are working
Yes,
legit
I wouldn't do that.
jobs. Yeah.
I cast fireball, so I get money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably essentially do the work that I do to earn money every single time. Use the history to try and get research grants.
Yeah. Okay. And if that's what you want to do, go ahead and give me a flip.
Do I get
Flip.
close to this
Yep.
thing? No. Okay. Yeah. Oh.
What was that?
And we don't draw yet, or we do draw?
Yeah, you do draw to your hand. Go ahead. Yeah, everyone can draw. what
3?
was it, 3 cards?
Pretty sure it's 3, yeah.
How do you shuffle again?
R.
Yeah, draw 3 cards.
R.
Yeah, it's 3 cards at the start.
Yeah, I'm fine with the 9 total.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you earn 2 script.
Cool. I'm gonna use this inventory card over here.
Okay. Bolt, what have you done in the last week?
Just odd jobs, artifacting, blacksmithing. Just
Okay,
side
so
work.
you're just helping out as like craftsman assistant or
Mhm.
something. So yeah, choose whatever skill pertains to that and make a flip.
Artifacting. 12.
That's gonna get you 3 script.
Awesome.
Nice. Shut up, damn you!
And then Wheeler, what have you done the last week?
We still had that grimoire, correct?
Last time, yes.
Yes. Could I have spent
It's
a
in
week?
one of your inventories.
Could I have spent a week studying that thing?
It wouldn't have taken a week.
Oh,
But
well,
that-
maybe it took me a week.
It's down here.
Cool.
Yeah, it's over.
Good.
The botancy.
Yes. Oops. Nope. Nope. There we go.
Just spinning that. Okay.
I was because I couldn't go the other way.
You can.
Q and E.
Are you
Switch
sure?
it.
Oh, it's
Well,
Q.
yeah.
Oh, okay, it's Q.
It's
Yeah,
that Q.
I spent a week because it took me that long.
You can. It typically takes a day to attune to a grimoire.
Okay.
So you had the grip week to do.
Are you trying to get
Oh,
necromancy
okay.
as part of your things that you can level up this time or something?
I don't know, but I was looking at one of these. Which one was it?
Also, this should have been something you pointed out earlier.
I
'cause
completely
it's
forgot
what
about
we
it.
talked about.
I completely
Once you
forgot
start
about it.
practicing magic, you have to choose a theory.
I completely forgot about it.
So
So, okay, so then if I'm not, then don't worry about it.
but just yes, we'll move on to that later.
Yeah, other than that,
What did you do this week? Were you back to the life of crime, earning some cash?
bounty hunting,
Were you
baby.
perfecting your aim?
Bounty hunted, baby.
Okay.
I was out
So we'll go.
bounty hunting. Whatever bounties they had, I
I'm assuming.
went out and caught old fat Jimmy Joe
Yep.
for stealing pumpkin
That
pies.
wanted criminal, old fat Jimmy
Stealing
Joe.
pumpkin pies from Mama Grayson's farm.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a flip then.
There you go.
Would he smell the pie and then float through the air and get it off of her windowsill?
Mm-hmm. And when he chased the guy, they were in a constant repeating background.
Mm.
Alright, so flip?
F for flip, yep.
Yes, okay. Man,
Ooh, damn.
dude. Yeah, ain't nobody.
Plus your pistol, presumably you're using pistol.
It's a 6. Right
Of
now.
course.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody selling pies anymore, I tell you what.
Bounty hunting business pays off. You got 4 script.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Where are you? Sure. I got 24.
Mm-hmm.
24 script. I'm ready.
Okay. So yeah, if you want to learn that grimoire, you can. You do have to choose a magical theory. Which again, you can take the "I don't have a magical theory" theory.
Yeah.
If you don't
I'm
want
probably
to
gonna
deal
do
with bullshit.
No, we're gonna. Yep. I'm gonna take that one. Or, yeah, I don't have
Okay.
one. Don't worry about it. When someone's asking me, don't worry about it.
Right. So, and yeah, it just took a day of studying, and you kind of got the gist of it. So, you now have access to those.
I skimmed it.
Yeah, you skimmed it. You got the crib notes.
Yep. I got it. Magic. Got it.
Okay, so yeah, we got all that stuff out of the way now. So yeah, you guys are free to ask Bosco any questions, or if you also have he does tell you have a little bit of time before you guys need to head out. So you have just over an hour or so to go do some shopping if you want to go buy some gear.
So is it we're hunting this creature thing, or hunting down the Jericho Raiders?
These guys called the Nightmare Raiders, Jericho's Nightmare Raiders, have put out a wanted ad for help in fighting off things that are threatening the place called Garrett's Wharf.
That's what I missed.
Yes, that's the location, and it's the due date. Everyone's going to meet out there today, and that's when you'll get further information on what the specific hunt is. But it specifies that it is the native species of Malifaux are threatening a human settlement.
Native species.
Oh, natives.
What, like goblins?
Fascinating.
It'll be in the Bayou, so swamp creatures.
Oh,
I've
So,
heard such great tales about them.
goblins. Or, wait, no,
There's no
orcs?
such thing as goblins. There's no such thing as orcs.
What am I thinking
Now, if you're
of?
talking about gremlins, that makes sense.
Yeah, they're
That's
completely
what I'm
different.
talking about.
Completely different.
Gremlins.
Nothing like a
gremlins.
goblin at all.
Gremlins.
I've
Yeah,
heard of
they suck.
tiny green folk that inhabit such areas.
You have met a gremlin, by the way.
Yes.
It's a long time ago.
No,
but the first
the
adventure,
Bosco's
has
configurator,
a
something.
gremlin.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
guy that was in the
Uh,
fixing the vehicle.
this
Yeah.
guy, Higgins.
Fine, Higgins.
Yes.
I wanted to fix the thing, but don't let me fix the thing.
Yep. Nope. And Higgins was fucking awful at it too. Yeah, Higgins is kind of a retard, so don't worry.
A
about
gremlin. Call it by the proper
it.
name.
Yes. I know. You're right.
This Garrett's Wharf. Could you tell us anything about it, Bosco?
I've never been there myself. Like I said, it's almost every month there's a new settlement out on the frontier trying to claim land, and then some beast comes in and kills everybody, and then they gotta start over. So, frequently, doesn't last too long, but this time someone at the guild for some reason decided to put out some money to get these guys some defense, and fortunately for us, they went with somebody who doesn't have enough manpower to cover it, so we get a little payday out of it.
Jolly good. And you say the Latigo folks? Hey, still fresh here. Who are they?
He kind of looks at you and he's like, "You haven't heard of them folks? Oh, everyone talks about them. The guild loves talking about them. Well, they like talking about them sometimes." He goes on to tell you about how there's a place outside of Malifaux City. It's one of the few settlements that have actually stuck around called Latigo. And it is where, for the true Malifaux game, Perdita,
Oh, okay. The actual Monster Hunters,
Hunter of
yeah.
the guild. Yeah, that's her establishment with all of her family, the Ortega clan.
Cool.
And that's where they train all of the people in their methodology of monster hunting, and the guild uses them for all their big jobs, but the guild doesn't like relying on them for all their big jobs, so they frequently hire out smaller groups to try to compete against them.
For just in general, when there's stuff like this, what would we need to flip to for us to know about it rather than asking about it?
In this case, it would probably be history.
Really?
Okay.
I mean, it's history of the area.
Oh, okay.
Type of thing.
Okay.
But yeah, that more than anything, that would just be kind of a general knowledge, because like I said, the guild talks about it. They're not a secret
We would
thing.
probably know.
And yeah, and outside of Lady Justice, they kind of parade around their heroes, because it knows that the guild knows that people like hero figures. And so they kind of be like, look at all these great heroes we have fighting alongside us, ha ha ha. But we kind of hate that they have sway over you people, so we try to use their clout against you. So yeah, you most likely would have heard of them in some context.
And then one last thing. The guild bonds that I got last time.
Yes.
Bosco would be somebody to actually fence these, or I would be able to fence these if I had somehow.
You can try to fence them on your own, but then we're gonna have to do some like skill checks to see if you don't get caught in a sting operation or some shit like that.
I'd rather have Bosco get caught. I mean,
But yeah,
get us the money.
But Bosco's someone you know knows how to operate on the underworld of crime. He seems like a slippery fellow.
So I'll save that for our drive and actually bring it up to him.
Right.
That's the. Let me know when we due to leave. Oh, how far is it exactly?
Taking me my little trudger, it'll be about 3 hours ride out. Not too long. If you went on foot, yeah, probably closer to 5.
Oh, jolly good.
Anyone else has anything to say or question?
I was gonna ask the same question that Ryan already did, so about how do we know how do we know these people or whatever.
But you could ask the same question and do like a sweet ollie and get bonus points
Okay.
for style.
Okay.
Do we have any more
Alright.
information on what these creatures are?
No, the flyer mostly talks in vagaries
Okay.
and has very much a boisterous, you're going to be the savior of humanity tone to it.
Join the frontier crew. You'll see the world.
Yes.
You'll fight the great beasts. You'll be lauded around by the guild as heroes. Sign up
Yeah,
now.
stuff.
Warning may include
Yeah.
death, maiming.
Maybe, yeah, dismemberment. And rectal discharge.
See the world, they said. Fight the
Yes,
armies, they
yeah.
said.
100% that.
Alright, I'm good to go.
So, you're good?
Let's do it.
Bolt, you're
Yeah, I'm
good?
good.
Yep. Let's do it. It's another thing for money. Wait,
doing
we're
any
getting paid for
shopping?
this, right?
Hold on, you both talked at the same time. What was that, Bob?
Oh, I didn't know if we were doing any shopping. I don't have anything to do myself, but I don't know if anyone else did.
If you guys want to do shopping, now's the time to do it.
General hazards of a swamp. Would we know anything about those? Of
I
a
forget.
bayou?
The bayous in Malifaux are very much similar, at least landscape-wise, to Earthside. It's very much massive, fetid swamp, water everywhere, mud. It's infested with a lot of similar creatures, alligators, insects. But then there's the unknown things. You guys definitely would have heard that, yeah, gremlins are the race of Malifaux that's found mostly in the bayou. They're like the dominant force there. But generally, you would have heard stories about various other large swamp creatures, odd sightings of floating fairy-type creatures, and yeah, without going too much, like, yeah, it's mostly what you'd expect from an Earthside swamp with just a couple strange creatures out
With
there.
blackjack and hookers.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good way to put it. So, are you gonna buy your?
I'm definitely
doublet?
going to buy a doublet.
Okay.
An
An Englishman wearing French clothes? What a weirdo.
doublet.
Yeah, double.
Yeah. I mean, it's the armor. It's either a doublet or a duster. Yeah, it's a button-up shirt. Is a doublet.
Yeah.
It's all tight-fitted.
Okay. And that's it?
I'm still looking through the items. I'm trying to find anything that might.
Rope,
Yeah, I was thinking.
lantern.
Yeah, I was thinking about those. And
Uh,
in a journal. There we go.
mm.
I already have binoculars, right?
That Thad's gotten used to
I have a
people not
telescope.
accepting him talking to him, so he'll just have a book he can talk to.
Oh no. I'm going to use my great artistry skills that I did not take and draw pictures of the things that we find because if it fits the character. But yes, 50 feet of rope. Oh. Thaddeus will actually say everything that he's buying before he goes off and buys them. If this is a swamp much like back on Earthside, I know exactly what we'll need. Everyone, make sure to bring a canteen, and he'll stop and look over at Bolt. Add extra flint, I guess.
Oil can.
But yeah, I will be getting rope just in case any of us get stuck, because the bayou can be quite treacherous, and we might need to pull each other out. I look over at Bolt. You be extra careful.
Bolt will nod.
And I'll grab a lantern as well. So I fucking find it. I see kerosene. I don't. Is it not under sundries?
And it should be in that area. Serve some sundries. Did they not actually have a lantern or something?
What a fucking lantern.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. That's odd. I swore they had one.
Yeah, same.
Maybe in a different book.
Price it at two script.
2 script. Okay, so I'm gonna get the doublet, which is 5. Lantern. Rope. And a canteen. 5, 7, 8. Oh, and I wanted the journal. Fuck, I'm gonna spend so much.
Yeah, I was gonna look at pistols, but I can't get access. I'll do it later.
Okay, I'm just gonna round
I
up.
think you pretty much
so-
have like the best you can have at this moment.
I just wanted to like look and just make a decision
Oh.
maybe, but it's I can remember my login for the PDF, so I'm like whatever. F it.
Hmm. You just download them to your hard drive.
Is there a way to open up the
Yeah, I know. I should have done that.
the fucking note card bigger? Just in the little
Did I-
description.
Hit. Oh
To edit it.
no.
What if I already told them?
Well, what happens if your text goes off the card?
That's what I'm wondering.
I don't know.
Let's find out.
Let's see.
Oh, it's just
So you
not visible.
your Oh, okay.
What about when you put
20
when you push
script.
Alt?
For 20 script, Andrew, you can get a gun that does 1 point more damage on middle and 1 point more damage on severe damage. Otherwise, same capacity, same range, same reload time.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
One journal.
I thought about getting a
All right.
pneumatic
Yep,
weapon.
like I said,
Oh, no,
I'm
I
all
can't
set.
afford it.
Mhm.
Oh, I can now. Okay.
Do you need script? We can give script to each other, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Bobby needs script because I'm swimming in script.
Yeah, you guys got a bunch to you. I thought I had. Whatever.
Hey, you should have roughly the same amount.
Except for me.
Except for Ryan.
But I've
yeah.
spent it and then got back up, and then spent it and then got back up.
Mhm.
Oh, Wheeler's at 24 script. I'm at 17 with what I
Yeah.
just got.
That's what I mean. Like, I don't know how you're that far below.
Did you also add what you just earned?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
See, you didn't buy anything.
Unless I'm missing 5 script from a mission somewhere.
The last mission, I added 5 to yours because your inventory was wrong. Because yeah, you guys got paid out 5 script last game,
Okay. Yeah, because I thought it was.
and then
Yeah, whatever.
you didn't get paid for the third game. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think that might be accurate. I don't know why Andrew has so much more.
I mean, I honestly don't spend anything.
He hasn't spent a dime yet.
Yeah.
And that's yeah, but I don't know what Bob's
Oh,
got.
scrap. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. All them chickens worth of scrap. Okay. So are we good then?
Well, I'm spending
Then move
12.
on.
Almost 12. I'm just gonna round it up to 12.
Mhm.
It's should
Go. Yeah.
barely.
I'll keep my rail hammer. I'll try to get pneumatic next time.
I'm down to 10 if you want to use any of that for your stuff. Since we're all shopping together.
Yeah. It's a shopping date. Are you going for any of the items I made, Bob?
Yeah, it's either the compact hydraulic press, which is heavy, but decent damage, or in the main rulebook, there's the pneumatic drill, which is heavy but penetrating, or the rail driver, which is penetrating. And that's 22 script, 30 script, or 40 script.
There's also the Duncan Alonso hole shooter, which has penetrating as well. It just has crap damage.
It's the crap damage part, unless it's living or undead, which...
Yes, at which point you drill its brains and.
Oh no, but that's a double crow, which I don't have.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
I think Railhammer it is for now.
Okay.
Sounds cool.
I think I know how
That's
to
what I've been
even
using.
this out. I am going to also bring some brandy with me.
There you go.
Nice.
That will even out the money, I believe.
Drunk Thaddeus.
No.
Let's go.
It's not to it's to charm other people because I'm not charming. Real quick, John, can you scale the card
Yes.
up? I just want to see how that changes things.
Sure.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
Bigger, but not more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't give more space.
Also, I no longer have the lab coat keys. I can remove that.
Yeah, anything relating to last mission's pretty much
I
useless.
still have my dark cloak. That's not useless. And can I get another circle thing for my protected?
Oh, right.
And also, Bob, you have the instructions how to summon Takeo? Okay,
Yeah.
then I'm removing that.
And the specifics of that is each of you has one Wookiee life debt to call in.
Okay.
Oh, so I should leave that on mine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Which suit did you have it on?
Head.
Protected?
Or, sorry, body.
So,
Ram.
Ram. There we go. Toggle lock. There we go. Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, each of you can, throughout the entirety of the campaign, each of you can call him in once.
Okay.
So, and if it is a mission that he can't be available or doesn't want to be available, he will not show up. So if you guys are storming a Ten Thunders house, he's probably not going to join you guys.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, if you guys are going to call him in, this would be the time to do so. Otherwise, we'll move.
We have to call him in at the start.
Pretty much.
Okay. He has to venture.
Because you got to give him time to notify him to get to you to then join you on your adventure.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think we'll be good.
And then when we
That's just
travel,
me.
I'll be talking about the guild bonds with
Okay.
good old chap. I know
Yeah.
that you're unscrupulous of sorts. We found these. Is there any way that we could broker a deal with them? And I'll show him the bonds.
He looks at it, he takes the pad and flips through the notes real quick and gives you a little bit of a whistle before, yeah, these will fetch a decent price. The problem is, it's gonna take time. Mostly, and he's just thumbing through them. Like, you don't want to sell these right off the bat. You want to sit on them. It's what we call having hot goods. You don't want to put them out there too quickly now. But if you want, I can buy them off you, and I'll put them to someone else, and that way I'll eventually get me payday. I don't need it at any time soon, so I'll get my payday eventually, but I can take it off your hands real quick right now, if that's good with you.
Scrutinize the shit out of that.
Okay.
I'm a -1 to scrutinize. It's not going to be great. I just...
It's better than just not scrutinizing.
I implicitly do not trust this man.
Okay, so go ahead and... Did you
Mm-mm.
flip?
Mm-hmm. I got a 4. I'm going to cheat that.
Right. And this would be against his... Well, deceive if he's lying to you, and convince if he's being honest
Right.
with you.
Really good at deceive, I assume.
He's pretty good. Yeah, you feel like you can trust him, that you know you're not going to get the full value out of it, but he's basically just offering, I'll take it off your hands, no worries, I'll take all the troubles, but you just aren't going to get as much as you think you'd get out of it.
That's mighty fine of you, chap. How much are we talking?
He sits and he's like, well, I got a first I have to find someone I can get to forge it.
I did the less details I know, the better.
then I gotta make sure of this. And he just keeps like naming off all these horrible things. Like, if someone tries to kill me, I need someone to watch my back so they don't try to kill me. And just kind of, he's like, I like you fellas, so I'll 15 script, right out, flat out, no worries. It's gone. You don't have to worry about it anymore.
I will pull them out, hand them to him, and then, like, offering a diploma, reach out my other hand to shake his hand.
He puts a big old meaty hand and just shakes you, almost, shakes your helmet off a little bit as he gives you a big hearty handshake, and takes the little pad, tosses it to Higgins, like, put that away, Higgins. And then he pulls out a big wad of script, fingers through it, and he's like, there you go. Good business deal.
How much did the bonds say they were worth?
The bonds were, they were like an open book. Like, they were checks to be filled out that he could just cash in from the gift.
But he's also a dead man, so...
Yes. And so, like, yeah, the use of these are very limited.
Although, I think what's funny is I have counterfeiting or whatever. The forgery. Oh, no, I'm terrible at forgery. Yeah. Yes! Okay, I made the right choice.
You would have to be fucking really good at forging those.
I have a -2 with no actual ranks in it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bad at cunning.
Yeah, this is something that's going to pass hands multiple times before it ever gets used.
I will then give 5 script to each Bolt and Wheeler.
Oh, nice.
Look, fellas, I negotiated on our behalf.
So you gave us 5, you said?
5 each, yeah.
$5 for each of you.
Sweet.
Because I got 15, so that's math.
Yeah.
And Thaddeus is a fair gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid as all hell, but...
Yes. Okay, so you guys all pack into Bosco's little trudger, and he's got the wagon on the back. And you guys start heading out, so I'll read the next bit.
Nice.
You once again find yourself in the familiar squalor of Bosco's wagon as you exit Malifaux and take the road to the southeast. For 3 hours, you slowly trudge along the path as Bosco regales you with tales of his adventures in the Bayou, filling you in on information that may or may not pertain to the task at hand. As you get closer to the swamplands, you notice the lush green trees taking on a more wilted appearance, the dirt becoming more muddy, and the fresh pine scent of the forest replaced with decaying plant matter. The dreary monotony of the setting is interrupted by the sight of a singular rickety watchtower sticking out amongst the tree line on the horizon, a clear landmark of your destination. Upon arrival, what you find isn't a village nor a hamlet, but more of an expanded homestead, a smattering of small buildings. Some look like homes, while some seem built for a purpose, but all of them have been weathered by the grime of the swamp. So I'll have to do a quick fog of war, and blind you guys for a sec. Let's see. Nope, it's the wrong map. How is that the wrong map? There we go. And then the unblindfold you. There we go. So let's see. You guys come in down here. South. Was that southwest? Yeah. So you can see most of this area.
I'm seeing night sky.
Yep.
Night
we don't
I'm
see
seeing the background of the table.
The general background of the table, yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Oh no.
Yup. That's what I see, I see.
That's not supposed to happen.
Is the Z-axis thing?
Or is this you didn't upload the thing to everyone?
It should. I didn't open off my save file. I opened it off of the mod, so it should be taking it directly from the mod. Let me try. Let's see, clear and block. And nope. World hub. There.
Oh, yeah,
Do you see
yes,
it?
and it looks like it's
Yep.
Okay.
no,
Okay, so you go. Yeah, you guys are gonna see most of this stuff.
yes, a porta potty or outhouse.
Yeah, oh, there's always a toilet. Always, I make sure there's a toilet. Who are you talking to?
A
Yeah, it's
shitty
true.
person.
Who do you think? Where did you get off?
This is an older version of this because the trees aren't replaced. Oh well.
As long as it's working.
I ended up, yeah. As I worked on these, the reason I didn't have this almost done in time was I had to make so many fucking custom assets for the map thing.
Mhm.
So
Like even here, all the wooden spiked barricades, the logs at the posts on the corners. There's the swamp water at the end. That's mine. A couple other things. There's some cots that you don't see.
I need to start looking at things from the correct angle.
Oh,
Just because the fire looks terrible upside down, but it looks great
Yes.
right side up. It's
yep. It has a slight angle
Yeah.
to it. So yeah, you guys are right down here. Whoops, everyone's falling off the
oh,
cart.
it's rocking.
Everything's falling apart. Oh no!
brother.
Why? What the fuck? Why is this not?
Attached.
It's got an angle on it.
Yeah, it does, like it.
Oh, it's it's like
like a-
landing on something.
It's
Something's
something.
underneath it.
Yeah, it's 100% landing on something.
Is there still? Oh my god! Is there still a wall? Yes, there is a wall. One of the
Like an
line of sight
invisible.
blocking walls from last game.
Nice.
Oh no.
There we go. It's gone.
Is it the only one?
Hopefully. If not, I'll have to find them. So yeah, go ahead and put you guys in the little wagon back there. Let's see.
Hey.
so sorry.
I don't remember if my cobble died last time. I don't think it did.
It did not.
No. Let's see. And you guys arrive, and there are quite a few people hanging around here.
It's a stack of them.
Yep.
Are these people or are these gremlins?
They're gun for
These are
hire.
people. Yeah, from what you can tell, they are guns for hire. Yeah. Let's see. So yeah, so the building, long building out over here looks like a longhouse because it has a bunch of doors that I don't think you guys can totally see. Let me clear off a little bit the front here. There we go.
Those are doors, not windows.
Yeah, those are doors. Yeah, let me get the front so that way you guys can see the doors on all these buildings. There we go.
Yeah, looks
this
good.
here.
What was
This
that?
here.
That's a gap.
It's just a gap. Okay.
Yeah.
Your gap.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, this appears to be the building on the south side is some kind of longhouse. Up on the north side looks like a bit of a storeroom with a small home shack. This thing over here is the watchtower you saw sticking out from the tree line, and down by the water is a dock with a boathouse.
I forgot one
And so-
thing. Are we past the prologue yet?
At this point, yes.
Can I make my flip to get it?
Oh right,
My bad.
yeah. Go ahead and do that.
Okay. So I get a plus flip on this.
Damn it, you guys keep fading through.
It's not our fault.
Yes, it is. You way too much, fatty.
Oh. Speaking of which, I want a chocolate right
I
now.
think I get one.
What's your hot cocoa?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, get your hot cocoa.
It is 9:30. It's hot cocoa time.
I would have to cheat to get one, so I don't get one.
Okay.
I need
okay.
a target number 8. I have a -1 in leadership right now,
Mhm.
so I don't get one.
Wah,
Unfortunate.
wah, wah. Oh wait, there's a sound effect for that.
Yes, there is. Okay, sorry to derail.
There we go. no problem. No, that's something their character does, and we forgot about it, so makes sense to try. Fucking asshole motorcycles passing by.
Yeah, we can't hear it.
Oh, I looked like the mic was picking it up. Anyways, yeah, so you guys pull in. This appears to be the location of Garrett's Wharf. Several people, most of them looking kind of unkempt, are hanging around the area. Most likely, as Bosco had explained to you, he found the flyer in a bar, so these are probably a bunch of barflies who wanted a simple job to do. Hanging out here. And the only person that's really standing out to you guys is the guy up here by the shack.
Smoking.
Who looks a bit... Yeah, smoking that cigar.
Smoking that doobie.
Puffing that kush. Yeah.
Oh, full jar.
Full chair.
But,
Grizzled fisherman. Is he leaning?
yeah. But yeah, so... nobody seems to be welcoming anybody. Everyone, all these people are just kind of like hanging around. So Bosco just hops out and just says, "Well, we here. Better wait for whoever's supposed to be here. That Jericho fella presumably welcomes us in. Otherwise, I don't know." And he pulls out a flask and starts drinking.
Ah, very good. I believe I will say hello to our fellow hunters. And I am going to walk towards this one with a spring in my step. And, oh, hello, fellow hunter, as I call out to him and walk towards him. Is this just like a step up? Okay.
Yeah, it's to keep the stuff above the mud. Because, yeah, this is all just like swampy mud
How
that you guys are
how deep
in.
is Bolt sinking into it?
Not too
Okay.
deep. This is well trodden enough that it's got a solid foundation.
Okay.
There's just always a slick layer of grime over everything. So yeah, Thad, you're gonna chat up that guy. Anything you guys are gonna do?
I'm gonna go to Bosco and just double check. Hey Bosco, you sure this Jericho guy is supposed to be here? Do you have any idea what this Jericho guy looks like?
He's just sitting there leaning against the wagon, and he's just like, never seen him, never met him before. This is where he said to meet up. That's all I got.
Alright then. I'm gonna...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bolt, what are you up to?
I'll follow along Thad. Make sure he doesn't get in too much trouble.
Yes, gotta keep the children safe.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Thad, you greet this guy. He's just kind of sitting on the ledge there with his feet hanging off the side. And he just looks over to you and he's like, "You're another one of the guys here for the job?"
Indubitably good, sir. Our compatriot Bosco actually told us about this, and pretty lacking on the details, honestly, coming from him. Who are we supposed to see about getting our marching orders, as they were?
And he kind of lazily points over at the grizzled fisherman guy over there. He's like, "Talk to him if you want any information. Nobody else here seems to know what's going on exactly."
Oh, thank you, good sir. Cheerio.
He just kind of gives a
I'll start walking over there.
Okay. Bolt's presumably sticking with
Yep.
Thad.
Yeah,
I'll
Uh,
wave
yeah.
to people
Wheeler,
as
are
we
you gonna
pass.
do?
yeah. I was gonna go and
Yeah.
ask if that guy was Jericho, but that's all good. Ryan, Thaddeus got it.
You're making a beeline before me, so you can go for it.
Yeah, if you want to if you want to get there first, do a sweet flip.
Yep.
Always.
Ollie onto the rail.
You're not a ghost. Stop that. So you're gonna talk to that guy?
I'm gonna walk up to him and so are you the one they're calling Jericho over here?
I'll give a quick description. A grizzled fisherman sits on the porch of a shack, passively smoking a cigar as he keeps his gaze out towards the waters. Wrapped in worn and stained leather waders and a protective vest, it appears this man knows no difference between work and casual attire. As he leans back in his chair, his posture says he's comfortably relaxed, but his crossed arms show hesitancy to let down his guard. However, he catches you eyeing him up and turns his attention to you, breaking your source of deductive posture reading. And so yeah, you asked if he was Jericho?
I did.
He just kind of goes, no, that asshole's in the storeroom. He's gotta work up his presentation or something. I don't know.
Work up his presentation? What is he, some type of performer or something? Or actor?
Basically, he's an actor with a weapon.
A thespian? Alright.
More like a lesbian, if you ask me.
I dare laugh and I turn around and let my comrades know. Well,
presumably they would have heard a lot of that.
Oh, okay.
They're walking over.
Well, I just turn back to them.
Yeah. Anything you want to tell them specifically, or?
Just what they heard. Apparently, we're waiting for this thespian to come out and perform for us, but
I do love the arts. Don't know a lick about them, but my country invented them.
Well, I say we give him 5 minutes, and then we go back to Bosco and give him the rundown on what's up. Why is he wasting our time?
My grandfather once told me that there are two types of people that lead an army.
Here we go.
There's the grand general that really hypes everyone up. I suspect this thespian fellow. And then there's the one that actually tells you what to do. And Thaddeus will kind of motion to this guy. I suspect it's him. And I'll step up and actually, greetings, fine fellow. I appreciate your trust for this area. We're here about the guild flyer, and the others told me that you were the one to talk to. But
Yeah, you're here like all the other dregs out here to get a paycheck. I get it.
well, not just that. It's the honor of the human race that we actually venture out into Malifaux.
And he looks at you for a little bit longer before his man. He's like, "Yeah, you read that flyer, didn't you?"
It was
Ah.
well worded.
Okay, first off, a lot of that stuff is bullshit. This guy is getting way over his head on things. He just takes a second to let the stress go off of him. He's like, okay, my name is Garrett Palmer. I live out here, and this is my wharf. It's not called Garrett's Wharf, but everyone calls it that because I live here. I put in an ask by the guild for a little bit of protection because some of my fishermen were getting attacked. And then, for whatever reason, they hired this douchebag to come out here and make all these theatrics about saving the human race or some other BS like that. And he just needs to stop some of the things that are attacking my men. That's all you guys are here to do. It's just a little protection job.
Well, thank you for setting the record straight, good sir. I assure you that me and my friends here will help do just that.
He's like, great, just leave me alone until it's time for us to all leave.
I'll tip my cap and begin to just kind of walk around.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, everyone seems to just kind of be muddling about, just waiting for something to happen. So
How long has it been since we got here?
it's been
Minutes?
maybe 15 minutes, not that long.
Okay.
And it is about, I I know I wrote down a time
I
somewhere.
was gonna say, did the flyer have a time to where this would start?
No, it did not
Okay.
give a specific time, but it said this. It gave a date, as in this
Right.
day. Trying to remember because I know time is a little bit of a thing, but I
Hint,
can't
hint.
remember. Not hint
I like
necessarily,
hints.
but it is a. Yeah.
Quick
But
metagaming,
yeah,
Ryan.
you're looking. You're like just past noon.
Right.
As far as time goes.
I
so
knew.
yeah, so you guys left at like 9, spent 3 hours coming out here, and now it's just a bit past noon.
Jesus, 3 hours coming out of here? God damn.
And Bosco's steam engine does not move fast.
Is there anything to
It's
eat out
more
here or what?
convenient.
Yes, it means you don't have to walk. So yeah, if you guys want to walk around and investigate things or talk to some of the other people, you can. Otherwise, you can just kind of wait with them.
I'm
Is there
going to
any,
pull up my telescope and look up around upon the water. Like, how big is this? More of the swampy area.
You're on a section that seems to be one of the larger bodies of water, but very quickly, as in like maybe 15 to 20 yards out, you can already see there's land masses, but they're all small little like clumps of mud sticking out. So it's just various lake bodies and little narrow streams swirling around mud-packed hills with willow trees coming out of them.
Is there any signage on any of the buildings?
The buildings. Nope. This place looks like it had housed maybe 6 people top, so they all knew each other and didn't really need to mark anything. From what you can deduce, obviously the structure by the water is a boathouse of some sort. The place right next to Garrett Palmer, if you want, I can actually give you specific descriptions of all the buildings.
Yeah, I'm looking around.
So let's see. So starting with the dock area, it's a small, simple dock built to aid in local fishing and an attached boathouse to further expand the venture. Easily the sturdiest structure in the area, it was built to withstand the ravages of the Bayou as it serves as the lifeblood to this small settlement. The watchtower at the northwest is a rickety watchtower with a ladder reaching a platform just over the tree line. A hastily built attempt to provide some security over the area at the cost of craftsmanship. The long, narrow building is a long house that even some of the doors are open, and you can peek inside. But a narrow building of thin walls made to serve just the basic functions of living. Each pathetic excuse for a room has a cot, and now with the addition of some simple medical supplies next to them, has turned the longhouse into a makeshift field hospital. And then the shack and storeroom. These two structures juxtapose one another as the smaller shack is of ramshackle design, featuring bits and pieces being repaired or replaced as seen fit, with knickknacks and equipment strewn about the place. Next to it stands a building fit for purpose, simple in design and built with consistent materials. Both feature the grime of the swamp, but only one could ever be seen as a home. And so, there we go. That's your general description of all the buildings.
Oh.
If you want something more in depth, you're going to have to tell me specifically what you're checking out.
Right.
And yes, the far building is indeed an outhouse, and there's nothing special about it, because I didn't write a description.
What do the other guns for hire look like? Just generic guns for hire?
Yeah, they like I said, they look like barflies with a gun.
Okay.
They are not any sort of trained mercenary-looking fellows.
They're not a big giant robot.
Because
No. You guys all kind of stand out from them quite a bit.
Yeah,
Can
I
I
was
get more
gonna say.
sight range over where I'm at?
Oh, right.
Because you're using that telescope.
Well, also I'm now walking around.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this is the wall right here along this. Okay.
Yes. I could go ahead and shrink that down.
Oh, the walls are.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah, because you'd have to.
Yeah, I don't have the fake.
Oh, it's
wall
blocking up.
things.
When you
Thanks.
No, that's just me being precise.
it's only the doors that have kind of let in more. I thought. Oh no, you're right. It's right here. Never mind.
Yeah,
I'm stupid.
just being careful.
Yeah, careful, Bob. My bubble do that too? Oh, I don't have a bubble. Bob, do you have a bubble around you?
So,
A light bubble?
I think so.
oh, do you still have your?
I
Because
think you
I was
His,
clearing.
his
air.
amalgam might.
I thought
there's
I turned
cobbled,
off
mate.
everyone's- Oh yeah, Bob still has reveal fog of war turned
Now,
on.
now Bob is just gone.
Hi, Bob.
Oh, and his. Yeah, I thought I turned that off on everybody.
Bye, Bob.
Bob. He sank.
He's
John
saying,
lied
yeah,
to us.
You could have started without me.
Yeah.
Do you not see
Now,
that?
there we go.
Now we go. Yeah.
he's back.
Oh,
He's
okay.
back. Popped out into existence.
Yeah.
Just for a short time. You know, it happens.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go talk to Garrett again.
You're just gonna bug him.
Yeah. Thad's being Thad.
Is that how you approach him?
No, it's how I approach you all the time.
Yeah.
Mr. Palmer, sir. You had mentioned that creatures of some sort were attacking your fishermen. Whereabouts, so that we might better defend you? Do these attacks usually happen?
Give me. I'm gonna need a social.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
Because now you're kind of annoying him. He gave you the gist.
Social duel.
I'm bad at
Um,
these.
Yeah, but it's
I mean, you're
it's funny to see.
either convince or bewitch. You're either trying to charm him or you're being genuine and trying to
I get a
find
plus
out
flip
more.
on my convince, and it's a +2. I'm gonna try and convince him. I might actually be good at something. I am not. Oh,
You were
fuck.
right. Out yourself.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna reflip that. I'm gonna discard a card, and I
Ah,
can
Yep.
Okay.
reflip that
Yep.
because anytime that I fail a thing related to a
Philadelphia.
do I just when I reflip, do I still get the plus flip? Still a convince duel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you need to essentially because your thing says when you fail you can reflip.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Then yeah, it's a brand new flip.
Let me make sure that it says when you fail. Fails a skill challenge with a skill associated with the mental aspect. Yes. So I now have a
okay.
14 total.
Okay.
Actually, let me make sure it's 14. That's a 14. Oh shit! Could I? Oh, I fucked up. I should have bartered for more money against
Oh.
Bosco.
Oh.
I'm actually okay at it.
Oh, that's right. 'cause
Tenacity.
It's, mental tenacity. Yeah. Okay, so Garrett, he's about to get mad at you, but then he kind of warms up and goes like, "Oh yeah, you guys are just trying to help. I know. Okay, so typically when we're out there fishing, we watch out for gators. That is one of the main threats, but they haven't been source of the problem. Other things that are out there in the water has been the slurrids. Folks like you may not know, they're kind of like lizard men creatures. Usually you only encounter the small ones. The big ones tend to stay way further in, and we don't deal with them much. But the main culprits that's been bugging all my men has been these little creatures that throw mud at them. I know it sounds pathetic. It sounds stupid. But I send 2 guys out there to fish, and one of them gets beamed in the head with a muddy rock and falls in the water. And those are gator-infested waters, and sometimes someone gets bit. And then we gotta call him in, and that's a guy I gotta deal with getting aid, and we're out here in the boonies, and no one's out here to help. That's the big problem. Are these little bastards that keep throwing muddy rocks at my guys. But, and I haven't seen this myself. I had multiple fishermen. None of them are here, by the way, if you're gonna talk to them. I sent them all out for this whole ordeal. Don't want them getting injured any more than they already
You've
have.
anticipated my next
But,
question. Thank you.
But a couple of them saw something else. A big human-looking figure. Never got a good look at him. Was always way off in the distance. But I've never seen them myself. I can't tell you anything else about them.
That's all very fascinating things, and I'll probably have my journal out writing all of this down. Just describe it more. Mudchuckers, you say?
Yeah, they're kind of like little like ape men, I guess would be a good way of describing them. We've never captured any of them. They get away every time we threaten them. But they always catch them off guard and beam someone in the head or blind somebody, and it just, no one can fish. It's getting really annoying.
None of these sound like the usual things that you types have trouble with in these parts. What are they called here? Are they the gremlins?
Gremlins, yeah. Nah, thing about gremlins is they can talk. And if they can talk, you can kind of barter with them. We occasionally see gremlins come around here, but usually we give them a bottle of booze and maybe a couple dried fish, and then they leave us alone. They know not to bother us. But these things, they don't talk. They scream. That's all they do, is they just fucking scream. But they're smart enough. Actually, that's something I forgot to put out on the board. Over on the dock, we do have some boats.
Hey, a boat just appeared in front of me.
Yep. And there's one over here that's a broken boat. And he points to the broken boat. They're smart enough, though, that they came and broke some of our boats while we were sleeping at night. And now we can't even send people out to fish on the boat. And he's just like getting himself riled up at how frustrating and stupid this whole situation is.
This is all fascinating. I'm sure that we'll be able to help with such interesting creatures.
You guys are just supposed to make sure they don't come around here again. If they've got like a nest or something, you clear it out. I don't know.
I mean, you see my friend behind me, and I'll gesture to Bolt. He's very good about scaring off little creatures.
I hope that's what you guys can do. Like, everyone else here just seems like some asshole who's just taking a paycheck. You've been the first one to actually ask what the real problem is, and thanks. It's nice to actually get some cooperation.
My pleasure, good sir. And I'll tip my hat and begin to walk towards the broken boat.
We are here to help. And Bolt will fall off the head.
Units must remain operational.
Yeah.
Yeah. During all that hubbub, Wheeler, are you doing anything?
No, I'm just scoping the sights. There. I'm just scoping the sights.
Right, you're just keeping an eye out for
Anything,
anything that might,
yeah.
that happen. Okay.
Oh, we're not going to be good at this. I'm terrible at it.
Oh, what? What are you thinking?
I was gonna look for tracks around here, or do I know anything that fits this description more so? Would that be, wilderness?
Yeah, you can give me a wilderness check to see if you know what he's talking about.
Okay. Little 8 creatures. Does an 8. Yes, does an 8.
Not really. It doesn't really ring a bell. If anything, it just sounds like a gremlin wearing a monkey costume to you.
They're fascinating creatures.
But
That's
yeah,
how I
but
will
as
draw it
far
in the
as-
journal. Got it.
Yeah. Nothing stands out in your mind.
And the lizard creature. Or is that just one check for all of it?
The big thing in the distance.
No,
that
the
he's
first
talking
one,
about?
the slurred.
slurs.
Oh, the slurids.
Slurrids?
Okay.
Okay. I just called them
Yeah,
slurs.
slurrid.
I just called them a slur word, and then you started talking about monkey people. I'm like, Jesus, John,
Yeah.
calm down.
Well, watch it with that hard ER.
The slurids. You wouldn't personally know of them. You might have heard some tall tales from before you came to the breach of people encountering them, and they very much, as far as you know, that fits the description you gave of just lizard men looking things. But outside of that, you really don't have much knowledge on them.
Okay. And then after that, I would try to check for footprints around the broken boat, or how is the broken boat damaged? That's probably what I would check.
Yeah, I was interested in that
Easily
as well.
you can see the boat looks like it's had like a hole punched through it. Like somebody took a rock and just cracked open a hole in the side. So yeah, and then unless Wheeler, are you gonna do anything else?
I can't think of anything else to do. So no, probably not.
Then yeah, if you want to give me a track skill to see if you can identify the tracks.
Don't, but I do. It's at a -2. Oh. 3
Total.
I'm not good at tracking. Yeah, unless I want to.
I think I'm good
I'll
at tracking.
discard a card again, because that is.
Not your
I
sweater.
don't have any. Son of a bitch. And I'll try to. I'll do a reflip.
Okay.
Cool. It's even worse. I got a -2. So I see mud.
Everywhere.
You are, yep. You are very convinced that there's a repeated pattern of footprints that all lead to the outhouse. Clearly, this is their nest.
God damn it.
You gotta eliminate that nest.
Mhm.
Thaddeus isn't stupid.
No, he's an evidence-based person. He just got a big old amount of evidence.
Yes, he did. I got a
Tells
raging
him.
clue that I need to check out,
He's
guys.
got a raging.
Yeah.
Thaddeus and myself in real life. I'm gonna go check out the bathroom. Be right back. I can
Okay.
hear him, so yeah.
Yeah. Bolt, what are you up to?
I just sort of keeping an eye on things, waiting for Jericho to come out, and yeah, there's nothing real noticeable off the boat or the fresh boat. So,
Mm-hmm. Okay, I mean, yeah, the boats over there are tied to the dock. They're
Mhm.
floating. They seem to be ship-worthy. But yeah, the other one's been pulled up on the shore. And if I had time, I would have made a flipped-over version of the boat with a hole in it, but I didn't have
Mhm.
time. But yeah, it just got the one, like, cracked hole.
is there enough here for me to fix it?
You could either sacrifice some of your scraps to essentially try to patchwork it, or you'd have to seek out some like wood to properly patch it up.
And then I won't. Unless there's like wood laying around, or like I'll ask Garrett if he wants me to
You
fix the
yeah,
boat.
you could ask
Yeah.
Garrett, but just off of a glance around you, you don't see any sort of scrap wood laying about.
Would that be? I doubt that'd be artifacting. Would that be engineering, or would that be homesteading for the woodworking?
Homestead.
Okay.
Yes.
Not that good at.
No, it's wood. You don't make Pinocchio. You make robots. Oh, you're all the way over there.
Yeah, I'm making my way over here. Am I allowed to go?
Go talk up Boston.
Yeah, no.
You can go check the door.
Yeah, I wanted to check the door, see if it's locked or unlocked.
Yeah, it's a big It's a big storeroom door, double door. It is not locked. It does give way a little bit if you're just giving it like a little push to see if it moves.
Yeah, and it does. So I would like to enter it.
While you're standing there, you can't hear those people talking inside there.
Okay.
So
What about me?
are you just gonna enter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, what else is there to do here? Okay. Cool. I mean, as far as I know, it's just more barflies.
Let's see. Well, he told you that the lesbian was in there.
Oh, this is where he's in.
That's the
Oh, I
storehouse.
thought this was
yes.
the storehouse.
Right. Yeah.
No,
I
that's
thought so
the
too.
that's the shack.
Okay.
That's essentially Garrett's house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, you know what? Yeah,
and
we're going in.
You're still gonna push right in.
My time is valuable.
Give me a sec. Let's see. I gotta do some obfuscation. Because I did not think you would go straight for the storehouse.
Didn't think so either.
So now I can easily use that. Whoop.
What's all this, Dan?
What's all this then? Oi!
I'll just go ahead. I'm just gonna reveal the whole room. I don't need to hide. Yeah, you'll just open the door. You can see it 100% is a storehouse.
Okay. Do you want me?
So yeah,
Okay.
you pop right in through and you see
Yep.
3 people standing around. And as they're talking mid-conversation, you just kind of walk in and they stop. This guy just kind of goes like, hey, your guys are supposed to wait outside.
You know what? Tell you the truth, I'm a little thirsty. I'm looking to see if I can get a beer or something here. Because I'm tired of waiting for this Jericho guy.
And hearing that, he then steps up next to you. It's like, oh, you're tired of waiting for this Jericho guy, huh? Because he's just not worth your time? Is that it?
You know what? I do a lot of work around Malifaux, and I think my time is pretty important. So yeah.
And he gives you a look up and down. He's like, well, I'm a well-known monster hunter, and I have never even seen your face around. I don't even know your name. People know who I am.
Which is...
You really don't know. You really don't know who I am.
You know what? I honestly couldn't tell you who you are.
He kind of throws his arms up in frustration, walks a bit back a bit, and then walks that way, and then immediately swiftly turns around and just points to her. He's like, get the hell out of here, okay, asshole? Just get the fuck out.
I'm not dealing with this.
And yes, at that whole time, both the other people kind of were giggling when you said you don't know who the hell he is. But beyond that, they don't say anything.
As far as I know, he's another hire.
I can't believe that you didn't recognize Tony Jaa, Mila Jovovich, and Ron Perlman. Come on!
But that's all you're gonna do with them?
That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. So we'll cut back to Thad, who's hot on the trail of these little swamp creatures.
2 hours later.
As you get close, you notice the dank smell of the swamp really builds up
That
here.
dank
This
smell.
must be where those swamp creatures are hiding.
That dank
All the
Swamp
clues
smell.
point to it.
I might not be cunning, I might not be charming, but I'm smarter than this.
You're gonna go against your intuition.
I am going to
And just go?
no. I'm going to figure it out. I am going to logic this.
Mm.
Oh, this makes sense that there's so many goddamn tracks leading to the toilet. Okay. That logically makes sense, and I'm going to move away from the toilet. I can't wait for you to play the Monster Hunter fucking horn. Goddamn fucking bastard.
Anything else you plan on doing?
I would check out the boathouse next. Like, that's...
Okay.
But walking across, I assume, is if it would take a while.
Right. Bolt, you gonna stick with him, or you gonna check out that boat?
Oh,
Or were you gonna talk to Garrett?
I don't really have anything else for Garrett. I was going to sort of check out, like, around here. Around the back of this building or anything else on this building.
Right. Okay, so you guys will head over that way. Wheeler.
Yeah.
You stop. Hold on there, Mr. Man.
All right, Bucko.
Yeah. Hold your horses, Bucko. I don't have that out, do I? I don't. Good job, John. I thought I had that out. Oh, you know what? It's probably sitting in the bag. No, it's not.
What's in the bag, John? What's in the bag? What's in the bag?
I just never got it out. Where the fuck? There it is. Let me make sure this is scaled correctly.
The bag.
As you pass between the two houses, or the two buildings, as you're preoccupied with your own goals, you notice the ambience of the swamp suddenly sounds muffled for a short moment, like you've entered an interior without moving. Feeling something is off, you quickly glance around your surroundings and find not an imposing figure. There's someone standing between those two buildings. But a small human child, a chubby face and golden curly locks, look at you with a sly smile.
A chubby child.
Yeah, little chubby child, yes. Like think Augustus Gloop from Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
Okay.
And he notices you turn around and see him, and he just goes, "Oh, guten Tag."
I look around. I look to my left. I look to my right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey there, kiddo. What are you doing?
I'm just here to make sure something happens the way it's supposed to, yeah?
You're here to make something happen the way it's supposed to, yeah?
Yes. I have to make sure things go as planned, yeah? Of course, I've helped before, but you don't quite remember me, do you?
I've been hitting on the head too many times. I'm not gonna remember you at all. Why don't you tell me your name?
Do you want to give me a notice check to see if you do know who he is?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. Go for it.
Let's see. I flip a card.
Mm-hmm. And add whatever your notice is.
Which is...
You've got decent notice, I think?
3.
3, okay. So
Under
add
expertise.
3 to whatever you flip. What was
Oh,
that?
it's under expertise.
Alright, thank you. 13.
So 13. Uh, you do have this like hint of like remembering a small child like him, but you can't place it at all. Like you've seen that face before, but there's no one in recent history that you can quite remember.
That chubby child
And
face.
Yep, that little chubby boy face. And he just kind of smiles as he sees the confusion on her face. He's like, "Oh, it's fine. You don't remember. In fact, that is a bit of a compliment to me, yeah. Anyway, I'm just here to talk to you as I know much about you. I remember you going off the mountain. I remember you going to the town with the little problem with the church, yeah?
Huh.
You see, I want your help with something that I can't do on my own."
Okay, what is that supposed to be? What do you need help with?
So, assumingly, I'm assuming you're here to help those people in the building, and he kind of taps on the side of the wall that the guys you just saw.
Jericho or whoever that is, yeah.
Sure, whatever. I don't know. Anyway, they are here to hunt the creatures of this swamp, and they are going to do some horrible things, violent things. I don't wish that to take place. If you would take my request, I would have you not let them succeed. You do not have to hurt them. You do not have to kill them. No, that is unnecessary at this time. But if you could make sure that they just don't find anything, maybe get frustrated and just go home, then that would be in everyone's benefit, yeah?
Everyone's benefit. That's why I'd want to do that, is for everyone's benefit.
Yes, it would help everyone. No one has to get hurt. Nobody has to die. It's for everyone's benefit.
Alright, little kid. What are you really here for?
Do you want to give me a scrutiny check to see if he's lying?
Yes. Actually. Scrutiny. I got a 1 in scrutiny, so
Okay.
6, whatever.
You can't get a read on this kid at all.
Yeah, I can't.
He just has this pleasant smile, and he just doesn't really change facial expressions that much. He just always has this little coy smile on his face. And he says, "First of all, you do not have to refer me as a child. My name is Julian. We are friends, yeah? I've helped you before, and you can help me now."
What? Okay, well, Wheeler doesn't do it. You typically doesn't do anything for free. So what do I get out of this?
Well,
Aside from everyone's best interest.
is that not enough? Making sure you and your friends and everyone here goes home safely? That sounds like a good opportunity, if you ask me.
I mean, let's face it. I'm going to do that regardless.
Are you, though?
Alright, well, why don't you give me some more details on what I'm working with instead of being a little cryptic kid?
No, I think not. You can take my offer. There's no contract. We are not binding in any way. But think about it when you have to make a certain decision. And he slowly starts to back off. And just... and just says... And if you don't do anything... as he backs off.
I mean, I turn around in frustration, and then I'm about to ask him something else, and then I just turn back around, and
all you hear is him go, "Avitasen!" And he kind of like jumps over this barricade and just runs off into the forest.
Just turn around and shoot a child on the back of the head.
You could do that too.
now, Was it weird for me to see a chubby little child scale that fence?
A little bit. He didn't scale it. He like flipped over it.
Okay, like a Jedi.
Like almost like
CGI.
he's lighter than like a Jedi. Almost like he's lighter than air. And the fact that like as you looked at him, he was wearing a little schoolboy outfit. He does not belong here.
Yeah, I gotta lay off the booze.
So while you deal with that odd dilemma, we'll cut back to Thad and Boulton hanging out by the dockhouse.
Is the dockhouse open?
No, you push on the doors and it's locked.
I want to check the surroundings, essentially. Just kind of looking
Oh
down.
right, I should. Yeah.
Ooh, do not pack custom token.
I did find another hidden wall just now and deleted it, so that might have been.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm a hidden wall.
Right.
I see you going around me.
You are a hidden wall.
Yeah. But there's off into the forested area, it's just like weeping willows as far as you can see, gnarled roots all over the base. And this is just a shoreline that kind of continues and trails off until it meets into a giant bush that feeds into the water.
Fascinating. Anyways. Fucking only thing that I can. I'm gonna check the crates.
Give me a sec. There's dockhouse there. Let's see. The crates are not sealed, so you can kind of just lift up the lid. Inside you find fishing nets in one crate. The other one has various little crawfish pots for putting in the water to get crawfish. On the wall, there are oars lined up against it, propped up against the wall to be used later, presumably. But outside of that, nothing else is really in the area.
Okay. I know what I'm doing next, but if you want to move on to Bob.
Or Bolt wants to do anything.
Bold will just work his way around the building and see if anything is obvious, whatever, just go around this way.
Nah. You see all the barricades that have been erected.
Mhm.
And it's just flat wall,
Okay.
no windows. There's no obvious tracks or traps or anything
Okay.
that would cause you to be concerned. In fact, you admire the construction of the building. It is well built. Let's see. I guess we can. Wheeler, are you still traumatized by your visit of the small child?
A little bit. Yeah, I definitely want to go tell the guys. So I'll make my way. I'll mosey my way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kind of dumbfounded. It's kind of just walking rushing. Just saw a kid freaking flip like a ninja. A fat chubby little kid.
Fat chubby kid? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so you see Thad going to climb the tower. Bolt, you gonna catch up with them?
Yeah, I'll catch up with them.
Okay.
Oh, there's a tower?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically a ladder that goes up to a platform
Oh, okay.
that's suspended slightly above the tree line.
Yeah.
Just to kind of be a little watchtower.
I have a telescope, so I was gonna do that.
Hmm.
Survey the area.
So on the way, were you telling them this on the way over, or are you gonna wait till it get close to tell them? Like, are you gonna try to be secret about it? About finding the chubby kid?
No, I'm not going to be a secret about it. I'm just going to...
Goddamn! Did anyone see that goddamn kid?
Not yelling,
He
but
did
like...
a flip!
But like... Anybody else seen some weird stuff going on around here? Because I sure just did.
Oh,
I
no, everything's
walk.
been quite normal, actually.
Negative.
Surprisingly so.
Well, I just saw a little chubby kid in a little schoolboy outfit warn me about what's going to be happening over here. And not only that, but when I turned around to question him some more, like magic, he flipped over a barricade and scurried on his way. Now tell me that isn't some weird crap.
That's
I know we're in
fascinating.
Malifaux, but that's weird.
What was the warning?
Fatty's like, that shouldn't jump. Sorry.
Or do any
Did
of
you hear
you
what he
guys?
said?
No,
Wheeler, did you hear what Bolt just said?
no.
He asked what was the warning.
The warning was that those, I point right over my shoulder, the people there specifically are going to try to do something that's going to hurt everybody else, and we're supposed to stop them. Not kill them, but just stop them from doing whatever they're going to do. Period.
Well, from our from Mr. Palmer, that there were talks about another human type creature that he never saw, but he described it as big. That child doesn't exactly match that description, but that does match the weirdness of it all, I guess.
No, and I don't remember this child anywhere, especially when he told me that he remembers. Here, he specifically said he remembered everything on the mountain. He remembered everything at the church. But apparently, I couldn't remember him, so I don't know, I'm a little freaked out. Yeah, I don't know what to make of it.
Most fascinating. So, there was no child on the in the caravan with us. I'll kind of like look over to Bosco. I mean, we could ask Bosco. He did transport us there.
You're right.
If you want, you can try a notice check to see if you remember a chubby little child.
Straight.
If not, yeah, you're right.
Right.
I'm gonna ask Bosco.
And also, yeah, I'll do the
Yeah.
notice check, but I will also want to. I got a 3 total.
No.
I don't remember fucking child. There were no children. Fucking straight out, no children.
Straight out.
Absolutely. not.
Does this any myths or legends that this fits?
What
like-
This weird fucking creature. Has there been stories about a weird child?
Like, according to you.
Have I read about anything like this, or
Okay, of specifically the little
a
chubby
little
kid?
chubby kid, or
I mean, give me a history check.
I could cheat this. +4, that's 12. I'm gonna leave it at that. Does a 12 do? Give me anything.
You've heard some stories involving childlike figures. You do know that there are certain necromancers that use children as little plague rats to attack people with. You do know that some of the Neverborn natives have childlike appearances at times, but nothing specifically is standing out to you as far as a chubby little child meeting somebody and telling them not to do the thing that they want to do or whatever.
Okay.
Bolt, do you want to try to see if you notice the child?
I noticed check. I've got a -1.
Mhm.
So memory is notice?
In this case, I'm going to use it as
Okay.
that. Like, just remembering things. Did you notice, was there that thing there that whole time?
It's a
Did
6.
you know?
Probably not.
No. You don't remember. At that point, you could barely tell you didn't even know that human children came in that size. You had always worked with fucking construction workers and miners. The fact that they can come in smaller sizes, people are weird. But yeah, as far as you remember, although I will specify because Wheeler actually got a pretty good notice check when he was trying to remember.
Yeah.
There was a child there, but does not fit the description of that child.
Okay, yeah, because Bob remembers, like, there was a kid or something.
Yes. There was a preteen kid there, but he was not chubby, he was not short. He did not match that description at all. But, yeah, so yeah, you guys want to talk to Bosco, maybe?
Yeah. Exactly.
Alright, he'll hobble on over.
Bosco, come here.
And, yeah, what's up?
Do you remember a chubby little kid when we were up in the mountains? Wait, no, Bosco wasn't with us in the mountains.
Yeah, he was.
What was he?
He picked you guys up on the way
Do you-
out. He was waiting with his cart at the outside of the
Do
mountain.
you remember a chubby little kid in a school uniform with an accent that was with us at the mountain?
He just... To be fair, I didn't really pay too much attention at who we picked up. It was more just about each body was payday for me, so that was the thing I was more concerned about at the time. But not specifically noticing fat kids.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And he looks, Higgins, do you remember a fat kid? And no, boss, no. And Higgins doesn't know.
Thanks, Higgins.
No problem.
Well, now I'll catch Bosco up on what I just saw.
And he kind of goes like, yeah, that sounds like all the usual trickery out in Malifaux. The thing is, he told you to not let those guys do what they want to do, and they're the ones who are cutting us our paycheck. So I figure let them do what they're gonna do. If they's here to clear out the monsters, who are we to stop them?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. That's just what I'm thinking in my head.
Well,
Yeah, I'm not saying that out loud.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just, at this time, the people inside the storeroom pop out. The one you talked to before saying like, all right, my public needs to see me, and I'm not gonna let you guys wait any longer, so everyone gather around if you please. And they all walk out together, and assumedly you guys are gonna head on over.
Mosey on over.
Fucking Monster Hunter piece of shit.
So yeah, everyone's gonna kind of walk in. Let's see. Let me take a swig of water because this will. I think I have to read quite a bit for this. After meandering around the muck for a while, and having your patience tested, the doors of the storeroom fling open as a trio exit and stand on the walkway between the two buildings. At the center is a young man wrapped in cloth and leather armor, somehow walking with a cocky cadence despite having an object roughly the same size as himself strapped to his back. Following him is a slightly older man of African descent wearing lighter gear and sporting a bow with a stern expression as he looks over the crowd. Finally, trailing the other two is a slightly older woman of thick stature wrapped in leather and plate armor, with a slight saunter to her walk and an intermittent wink and a wave to the crowd. The lead man waves out to everyone in the area and begins speaking to the people. Come in, everyone, come in! It's time to start our quest to liberate the people of Garrett's Wharf from the wilds of Malifaux. He pauses to wait for everyone to come together, but inadvertently leaves enough silence for the guy you now know as Garrett Palmer to let out a long, annoyed sigh at having to hear this guy speak. Seeing everyone's eyes on him, the man at the center of your attention speaks again. I see it in your eyes, the eyes of dreamers. When the people needed help, they called Jericho's Nightmare Raiders! Another pause in his speech, garnering even less of a reaction. The lack of applause pushes him to continue. Yes, the famous team of monster hunters. You have I, Jericho Sigrid, the great leader of the group, and with me is the hunter Winston Abdu, and the lovely Cassia Siji. Together we have quelled many of the horde creatures found in these lands, and once again we are called into action, and now you have the chance to aid us in our task. Garrett's Wharf has been plagued by ambushes. Cowardly rogue actors strike the good fishermen here, so we will be taking the fight to them. The plan is simple. The three of us will take the boats and some of you out into the bayou, set up a forward camp out by, kind of snaps his fingers a bit there, and what was it called? And he points back to Garrett. And Garrett just goes, Moss Rock. Yes! Moss Rock, Jericho explains. A landmark that separates civility and chaos. From there, we will track down the offenders and launch an assault, securing future endeavor for the people of Garrett's Wharf. But who will protect the wharf while its champions are away? That's the second aspect of our plan. We will leave a contingent of some of you here to ensure any beasts we flush out of the swamps won't dare set foot in the frontier of humanity has carved out for itself. So, with that said, we can't take all of you with us due to limited supplies and the very few working boats we have. So, we are going to do a bit of an interview process down by the dock. Come talk to me or any of my associates if you want to be a candidate for the trip, and for those of you who don't make the cut, talk to Mr. Palmer there and aid in the defenses. Finishing Jericho's statement, pointing back to Garrett as he finishes that statement. Regardless of where you end up, you have the thanks of humanity for aiding Jericho's Nightmare Raiders! And with that, the man struts towards the dock with his partners in tow, leaving you and the other dregs baffled by the presentation. So they hop down and go off towards the dock, kind of stand out there, waiting for someone to come talk to them. And yeah, throughout the whole thing, you kind of saw, which I can now name him because you guys know, Garrett Palmer. Yeah, he hated hearing every second of that. So now I can name those guys. Abdu.
Oh, they don't have funny descriptions?
No, I'm surprised how much it took for me to get this adventure together. Because, like, writing-wise, the adventure's super short, but I had to make so many, like, assets for it. There we go. Okay, so everyone's named. So, yeah. So that was your presentation. You now know what the goal is.
That's what we waited for.
Yep. Again, a bit of a thespian, a bit of a lesbian.
Who's into the thick?
Fits the description.
Likes the thick ladies.
Yeah, he's got his thick. She's very much an Italian mama type.
So that's a cookbook. Got it.
Sure. I mean, it kind of is. He does like to cook.
I mean, you'd have to with that build. Well, I won't be deterred. I'm going to go to the fucking platform just to get a lookout before I actually go to talk to them.
Okay. A couple of the guys will actually go and start talking to these people to see about the interview process. This guy you're standing next to has been drinking too much and is kind of in a drunk stupor, so he doesn't even move. So yes, if you wish to be a part of the hunt, you must talk to these people and go through a little bit of an interview process, because they have limited boat space and supplies.
Is there a line?
Yeah, over by the dock, you can see they're talking to some of those guys.
Just disconnected.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
I was like, what's going on here? I tried to move my character. Don't worry, I'll be back.
Right. Okay. But so Thad is gonna climb the tower. Bolt, what do you?
Maybe before Thad left to go do the tower, I'll try to ask them both if we want to. Do we want to stay here and defend, or do we want to go on the hunt? If this chubby child says to not be involved, are we better off staying here and still being paid? Type thing.
Wheeler, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that it was closer to we would need to stop them to, well, as the mysteries of Malifaux often go, prevent its wrath falling on us. But that's, my old worrisome self thinking that. I would like to survey the land here before we actually make a decision.
Something tells me that this isn't just going to be. Something tells me that this isn't just going to be a simple, for lack of a better term, rodent extermination, infestation, clearance. From what that kid said, something tells me that just keep an eye on those three, and we'll see how it plays out.
We would like to go on the hunt.
That's what I think. Yeah, I think we're good to go on the hunt.
It's also a better payout.
Okay.
It's also a better
the flyer
payout.
said it's a better payout to go for the hunt than to stay and defend.
Okay. I also don't want to ask Garrett, hey, where do you want us, the coherent people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thad climbs the tower, and you're gonna telescope and peer throughout the area.
I assume he gestured towards this moss rock. Try and see if I can get a good vantage of that.
Yeah, moss rock. Well, he was generally pointing to the southeast. If you want to give me a notice check, and with the telescope and the position, get a plus flip on that.
10.
Not bad. You can't see any sort of... You can't identify a rock, but you do see, as sparse as the various trees that dot the landscape are, you can spot pretty far out that there's kind of a circular opening, as though there's no trees growing in that area, and you can presume that might be where the rock is that he's talking about.
Is it like an actual landmark? Like, if I'd seen a map of this area before, would I know anything about it?
No. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you can ask Garrett some more about Moss Rock. But since he was the one who had to correct him. But no, nothing. Again, this place is so relatively new that any identifying landscape things wouldn't have made it into the general public conscience anytime soon.
Okay. I would come down, and then if everyone else is getting in line, I would also get in line.
I want to ask Garrett if I can fix the other boat, if he'd be okay with me trying, and if they added any materials for me to try to fix the broken boat.
Okay. That's a plan. And yeah, so Dad's going for line. Wheeler, what's up with you?
I'm going for line 2.
Okay.
Who do I want to talk to? Which line am I getting in?
Yeah, you can
Oh,
talk to
yeah.
any of them. Anyone's a possible interviewer.
Sure want to talk to him after you pissed him off earlier?
After you kind of
Yeah.
said you don't exist, you're not real. But we'll go with Bolt first.
Okay.
So yeah, Garrett sees you approach, and knowing that you're associated with the other two, he's not so grumbly to you, and kind of looks at you like, "What can I do for you?"
May I have your authorization to repair the broken boat? And do you have any materials that could assist with that?
And he kind of takes a sec to understand what the hell you even just
Mhm.
said. And then he kind of like points to the boat out by the shore and goes, "You want to fix that boat?"
Affirmative.
Thing's been beaten up so much. You sure you can do it?
Well, how do I say you can't make it worse as a robot?
Function can only be improved.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
I've calculated the odds of success at yada yada.
Yada yada.
I can attempt, but it sounds like we might need as many boats as possible to take care of this.
He's like, why the hell not? All right. And he kind of gets up and he's like, "Follow me." And he will lead you over to the dockhouse. And presumably all three of you, including your robo buddy,
Yep.
follow along. Meanwhile, you guys have been sitting in line. And no. Save camera, load camera. Why is it not loading camera? Oh wait, that's right. There we go. Okay. So yeah, you can hear them all talking. Mr. Jericho is very loud. You can easily hear that the interview process with him is a lot less about finding out about the person he's talking about and more about talking about himself. The woman, Cassia, she's a little bit flirtatious as she talks, kind of making odd suggestions at the people she's talking with. And Winston doesn't talk much at all. He kind of just asks very simple questions and expects very simple responses. So you guys and yeah, we're slowly, you know, two of them have gone, and he'll go. So yeah, you've seen three of the interviewees go, and they move up. So yeah, take your choice.
I don't like any of these options.
You gonna stick with Cassia?
I want to ask about the book. Winston's probably the best
Wheeler?
choice, but fuck.
Which one are you sticking with?
Who, me?
Yeah, who do you want to talk to after kind of listening in? You're
I'm
going
gonna
straight with
yeah.
Jericho?
Jericho.
All right. Since there's nobody else in the way, he eyes you up and he's like, "Ah, yes, the party crasher. Of course. So you want to work with me. Is that it?"
Well, I saw the flyer. Came here for the pay, so what are we doing?
Came here for the pay. I know your type.
Yeah.
You're riding my coattails, isn't that right? You're here to just
Doesn't make sense.
get some of the credit of the Nightmare Raiders, and if you're lucky, perhaps I might initiate you into our little group.
Ask her later, fuck it.
What?
Just Ryan keeps moving Thad from each line. Can't decide on who he wants to talk to. Anyways, yeah, that's his question to you.
Look. Do you want this help or not? Because I guarantee, you're not going to regret it. Thinking of the money. Gritting my teeth as I say this.
Give me a convince check.
Hell yeah, dude. I'll give you a convince check. I'll give you crazy convince.
Give me a convince check on a negative flip.
On a negative flip?
He doesn't like you.
Yeah, true. That's fair.
And yeah, you did not really sell yourself too much.
Gonna fucking get
So
that.
flip
Gonna
two
get
cards.
that red joker.
I know he's gonna do it.
Don't I have to have my convince?
Your convince total is
Where?
0.
Okay, so never mind.
You haven't.
Yeah.
So it's whatever you flip is your number. So take the lowest card. Oh!
Wow.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Again!
I'm Rain Man to do this shit.
You fucking son of a
Yep,
bitch.
so I take
It
12.
didn't also matter. Fucking 12 out of 14. Goddamn.
No, the 14 outbeats it.
Oh, so, okay.
Anytime you flip red joker, it usurps everything
No
else
matter
except
what.
black joker.
Alright, cool.
Also, I can do this since Brian searched the woods. I can
May-
kinda reveal
maybe
what
to
the
make it
conditions are.
It sounds like you're pushing stuff when you're doing that.
It's clipping onto
Make
things, but nothing's getting
Maybe
moved.
make it a little more juicy. I kind of grind my teeth and just kind of give in and And I wanted to chance to work with
Well,
the great Jericho.
You already made your
Oh,
claim,
okay.
and you flipped that red joker, and you know what? He kind of warms up a little bit. He's like, really? You're gonna impress me? You're gonna impress the great Jericho Sigrid? You know what? I kind of like that opportunity, but I need to know what kind of skills you're bringing. Obviously, I've got the muscle in the group. Winston over there is really good at hunting things, and Cassia is like, she just takes care of stuff. What are you gonna do?
Let's just say I got a couple secrets that I guess I can let you in on.
He keeps looking at you, waiting.
Yep.
Like, are you gonna tell him a secret?
I'm going to activate my 1 foot in the grave
you're gonna
and turn ghost.
activate your manifest ability.
Yep.
All right, so you do realize you need a 4 of crow or higher.
4 crow or higher.
So it has to have the crow suit, otherwise it won't work.
Which you could flip it and or possibly cheat it.
Or you can cheat from your hand. So if you have a 4 of crow or better, those can go in the discard.
All right. we'll
If
both
I
have
already have it, do I?
You
still have
you
to
have
flip
to
it. Draw
flip
here.
regardless.
Get the flip
So
regardless.
go ahead and draw.
Okay.
Flip.
All right, I'm
Roll
gonna
a
cheat.
ram, so it's
Yeah.
failing.
Yeah.
And so now you can say you cheat in a 7 of crow.
Yep.
Yeah. So it goes off, and you for a brief moment you flip and turn into a ghost.
Yeah.
You know, "Pacha!"
Yeah. Phew. Everyone stays
Do,
lit.
do you say something cool, or do you strike a pose, or is it just literally like you shrug and go ghost and then turn off?
No, I'm gonna get a little bit into his face and kind of just
You gonna go up and go boo?
yes,
You gonna scare
yes,
him?
I'm gonna scare him.
Then give me what's the intimidate?
Intimidation?
Impose.
Impose.
Intimidate,
Yeah, right?
Imposes this.
Yeah, go ahead and then try to intimidate, and I'll give you a plus flip since you turned into a spooky
Right.
ghost.
Let's see. Intimidate. I got a -1.
Intimidate. Yes,
Okay.
you have a -1 total.
Awesome.
But you get a plus flip, so
But I'm a spooky ghost.
Flip a
Yeah.
second card and see what that is.
Okay.
Okay.
Not much.
So you got the 7.
Yeah.
You kind of you see his eyebrows raise a little bit, but then you poof and turn back to normal.
Yes.
And he goes, "Oh, it only lasts that long." kind of kind of a one and done kind of fella, ain't you? And he kind of grabs the pommel on the thing that's on his back and shakes it. He's like, yeah, I can swing this more than once. So, yeah, you're kind of competing against that.
I think that's the best I got, because even if I do little gun tricks, I don't think it'll impressive.
You can try. He hasn't pushed you away yet.
Okay, alright. What about this? And I just kind of grab my... What?
You do the ocelot revolver trick?
Thank you.
The
Just all the... Yeah. I'm not...
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make an ocelot roar noise, though. A meow. I'm not...
If you do it, you'll get a plus.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Come on.
Okay, so I do my ocelot stuff. You know, I'm doing all the gunplay and everything, and over my shoulder, back of the hand, and I'm catching it with my back and everything. And then I kind of just sit there. I see how unimpressed he is still, and I kind of go, no.
Wait, was that it?
Yes.
The mic. I think the mic cut you off.
Oh no. Okay, so I'm doing my thing, and I catch it, and I see that he's unimpressed, and I kind of just grit my teeth again and go, no.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll get a plus flip. Go ahead and give me this. This will be a convince.
This will be a
Dance
convince.
monkey.
What do I got on my convince?
You're at a 0,
Okay.
so double flip. Take the highest.
11.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you got the 11. Yeah, he doesn't know why you finished off with a cat meow, but
To make it more
seeing your
spectacular.
fancy gun tricks. Yeah, he was enjoying most of that, and you went like, all right, I can see where you can fit in this operation. Go ahead and hang out for a bit. We'll give the results in a sec. So why don't you go take a little rest, buddy? And he kind of waits for you to walk off.
Shit. Do it for the money. Do it for the money.
So yeah, so Bolt, Garrett leads you over to the boathouse. Yeah, do that now, and he just swings the doors open by unlocking it, and he walks you in and points to the southern wall, and he says, like, keep wood and metal scraps over there, and workbench on that side. Help yourself. Get everything up and running. Let me know if it turns out right. And he kind of like just walks off and lets you have at it.
Okay, I'll grab some wood and scrap and.
There's both wood and metal scrap.
Okay.
So, actually, I can read a more specific interior. Lockhouse. No. Dockhouse. The inside is locked. Yeah. So first thing you notice is the big, hefty metal boat sitting in the middle. You can see that it is much more durable than all the other, being made of metal and whatnot. You see the name The Skunk Ape painted on the back of it. See, and it features a working motor on the back, as opposed to the other ones, which look like they were paddle boats. The other thing you take notice of is on the front is a mounted harpoon gun. And you definitely look at that and think, I might be able to operate that. Otherwise, the interior has various fishing supplies, fishing poles, gaffs, nets, as well as tools for maintenance, and 2 chickens worth of metal scrap and 2 chickens worth of wood scrap.
Awesome.
So, yeah, if you want to just grab the scrap.
Forget what scrap unit I'm using. My inventory.
It is a half a scrip is a chicken's worth.
So I've got, but I have 3 scrap listed, and I don't remember if that was 3 chickens worth or 3 goats worth.
Pretty.
2 chickens was a goat's worth, I
I'm
think.
pretty sure
Okay.
you're doing it essentially just by script.
Okay. So I know how-
1-to-1.
Yeah.
4 metal scrap. And
So yeah, there's 2 units of scrap and wood scrap and metal scrap.
okay. 2 of each or 1 of each?
2
Okay.
of each.
Okay. Then.
You're just gonna loot and head over and fix
Yep.
the boat. Wheeler, you gonna follow along?
Just to watch. I'm still kind of just
Mhm.
fucking son of a bitch. God damn it, piece of.
You didn't like having to deal with them. Okay. Yep. So we'll go back to Thad going for his interview. Let's see. Oops, there we go. The other 2 guys finished their talk, and much of the same. Winston just asks basic questions. Cassie is a little more flirtatious. And so, yeah, Winston sits there, sees you, and kind of nods for you to step up.
Greetings, good sir. Thaddeus Greywater at your service.
You know, and I will say a few word in Giz, the ancient African language that doesn't really have a... You don't really speak it. No one fucking speaks it.
Mm-hmm.
And I will show him that I've written down, like, a greeting in Giz in my notebook and show it to him. Like, I've spent a great deal of time in Earthside, on your continent. My grandfather is actually quite famous in Abyssinia, and I must say it's quite good to see people like yourself here.
Really trying hard not to say, what
What
do
are you people? Yeah, same here.
Yeah. He's just kind of like looks at you. Not sure. Nah, you can't read him that well. He's got the stoic
I
face.
can
He's
only
a rock
read
hard.
books, thank you very much.
Yeah. And he don't got paper skin. So yeah, he just stares at you for a second and goes, "What's your skill set?"
Reading, writing, arithmetic, long rifle. I have hunted beasts with my grandfather before in your native lands. And I do have just a touch of the Greywater spunk and luck. I always seem to come out on top when it comes to wild areas such as this. Now looking at my character sheet to see if I have anything good.
Right.
And an old adage for the Greywaters is always be prepared. I have my gun with plenty of ammo, rope, and tap on like just every little bit of my kit that I have.
Okay, go ahead and give me a convince check.
Sweet, I did this at a plus. I think I have a +2 to that too. Yes, that is a 13 convince.
Okay. He kind of nods a bit and goes, "Have you hunted anything bigger than a dog?"
Yes. Fuck, I'm trying to remember the name of it.
I don't remember the name of the creature from
It's
story.
it's a real cryptozoologist fucking thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't fucking remember it either. I always have my story open though.
But sure, you say whatever the name is. Rather
Yes,
than get caught
yeah.
up on it.
I say the name that me and my grandfather hunted this together. It was a magical beast that could actually jump from location to location through its magical horn that's actually still in the Greywater Manor back on Earthside. A horn made almost entirely of soulstone.
Okay, give me another convince.
And it says a plus. always. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to fucking cheat that.
you cheat.
Yeah. I could have actually just discarded this to cheat it as well, but 13 again.
Okay, he gives another
My
nod,
damn hand.
and he asked, "Have you ever been to the Bayou before?"
Only Earthside. I spent some time amongst some of the more swampy areas. Nothing as generally foul as this, though. It has a quite pungent smell, doesn't it?
And he kind of, at this point, he's not listening that much to what you're saying, and is just nodding along. And just as he sees you're done, he says, "Stop talking as much, and you're in." And then kind of walks off.
Very good.
Before you walk off, you feel a tap on your shoulder, and Jericho's there, and he just goes, "That guy's from New York."
Oh, very good. Never been there, actually. Is it a good... It must be a fascinating place.
Yeah, sure. And he just walks off, like, so they could go talk to one another.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Of course the black man is from Africa. So yeah, it seems like the two of you have got your ins. Meanwhile, over at this boat, Bolt is eyeing it up, ready to test his homesteading skills, apparently.
I guess.
Let's see. Because, I mean, yeah. Where do I actually have that part? If you want, you can substitute wood with metal and instead use blacksmithing.
Would I be allowed to try one then the other? Could I try it with wood first, and that doesn't work? I'll try it with metal.
Yes, okay. I'll go with that.
Okay.
The target number might get worse as you fuck it up.
Yeah. And can I cheat this?
Absolutely.
Okay. And let's try the wood.
Damn.
I'm not gonna cheat that. That's a 13.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to quickly and quite easily patch up the inside, and you do the outside as well, just to make sure that leak ain't so leaky no more. And suddenly the boat just gets brighter.
Was it just a tint or an opacity on it?
Yeah, and then you break off the word broken, and it just becomes boat.
Boot.
Oh, it says boot, you're right. Damn, you're that good. You turned a boat into a boot.
Just one big shoe.
I
don't sink into the mud.
And yeah, it looks pretty damn good. And yeah, you feel very accomplished with your work, as you're not familiar with woodworking that much.
Okay.
This is a bit of an achievement for you.
Yay.
So yeah, if you want to talk to, because Garrett did ask, let me know when you're done.
Yep, I will.
You're gonna head over and say, yeah, you go ahead.
There you go. The repairs are complete.
And he kind of goes like, really? That was pretty damn quick. And he's like, well, let me go check her out. And he walks over and examines the boat. And yeah, he quickly kind of goes like, God damn, that is good craftsmanship. And he's like, you did good, robot man, you did good. and he's like, give me a sec, and he wanders over to talk to the three of them. And yeah, so he talks to. God damn! Why wouldn't the cameras work? Save camera. Oh, I keep forgetting it's the numpad. I'm an idiot. Okay, yeah, he talks to them, and then after a little bit, he wanders back and pops down in his seat. He's like, "Yeah, don't worry about convincing them. They're taking you." And so yeah, that seems to be it. After a bit of delegation, they walk over towards the edge of the docks again. And
I would like to ask
Jericho once again.
ask Garrett sort of in a whisper if the skunked ape will be available. It seems better fitted for possibly this work if the larger one is involved. The larger creature is involved.
He's like, oh yeah. I'm taking you guys out to Moss Rock. That idiot over there doesn't even know where it is. So I'll lead you guys out there, but I ain't staying.
On the skunked ape.
So
okay.
Yes, he'll lead you on the skunked ape. Presumably, you guys will be taking the rest of the boats as well.
Okay.
But yes, Jericho steps up the stage and, come on in, everyone. Come on in. We've got our results. It just basically says, if you hear your name called, step forward. Says a couple generic names of like Frank, Gustav, Roland, Birchwood, Wheeler Yuta, and Thaddeus Greywater, and apparently they just kind of point over at Bolt and say, and the robot, whatever his name is, because nobody's gotten your name
yet.
Yet.
And I will not say it, but I will walk forward.
Yep. And finally, Alonzo Alstev. He's like, all right, you six. Actually, wait, you. And then he sits there and counts on his fingers a bit. He's like, you fixed one of those boats, right? And to Bolt.
Bolt will nod.
Mm-hmm. He's like, and you, and he just points to one of the guys. You can go too. And he steps forward. And just say, the rest of you, good luck in your defense of the wharf. Talk to Mr. Palmer over there for any details. And we'll be ready to set off in just a moment. Are you guys, rubbing his hands together, are you guys all ready for adventures out there in the fetid swamp where misery calls home?
I was born for this, good sir.
And he says, excellent. We're ready to roll out, Mr. Garrett. And he goes, and kind of walks over. And everyone starts to load up into boats. Specifically, let's see. Garrett will take pilot seat in his boat. Jericho joins him there. You guys aren't instructed on whose boats to take.
Okay.
Cassia takes up that one, and Winston takes up position in that one. So you guys get your choice.
Alright, well.
I think Bolt will try to get on the skunked ape, or the skunk ape.
Mm-hmm.
And possibly gesture to them as well. To Thad and Wheeler.
But to join
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I was already gonna head over here.
I hadn't seen the metal boat, and I wanted to talk to Cassia about it.
Okay.
She has a book.
Okay. Let's see.
That is single.
Yeah, there's a mechanical boat. I gotta see the boat.
Yeah.
If I saw the boat, I probably would actually be questioning, like, how the fuck is that thing powered? Is that soulstone powered?
Mhm.
Motors? I don't.
They do. They exist.
They have pneumatics. They have steam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Full oil and coal, steam, all those things
Okay.
exist. And they're slightly more advanced than they were historically due to magic being a
Oh,
advancing effect. That's why I was able to even create the Alonzo Hole Puncher, which is the first known power drill in humanity. The first power drill was called a hole puncher.
Yeah.
Huh.
History facts. Anyways, you guys all load up. The boats have some supplies in them alongside you guys. And yeah, Garrett turns on his little boat and starts driving out to the swamp. And that's where we end Act 1. So now it is time that we take a short break. What time is it? That's 11.
Yeah, we're kind of in the middle of like
Ah,
a weird.
it gets a lot faster pace as things become more
Mhm.
direct. So I don't know. Do you guys want to call it here? Because yeah, we're definitely not finishing this tonight because of our late.
Yeah.
start. So if you guys want, we can call it here and do the next 2 chapters another night. Maybe do that first week of January since we weren't planning on doing
Right.
new
And holidays
adventures.
and stuff are coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Well,
You
for
guys
me.
want to do that?
Yeah, not a bad idea.
All right. So we will conclude the story here and pick it up in a couple weeks from now.
Cool.
So thanks to anyone who watched this, and tune in then for continuing adventures in the dirty, stupid fucking swamp.
Yay.
Yay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.